Welcome to Inztron. How are you? Today we're talking about 2026 Play PS3 Emulator, and you can play APS3e Emulator. And I try many games in this emulator, and if you want some help, get my telegram, and in this video, hype this video, I about a full information about this. But if you're new here, then subscribe the channel and follow me on Instagram. Firstly, we open a APS3 emulator, then click on next, and using a select firmware. Select the firmware which you have to in your storage, and then select it and click to next. Then using a set iOS directory which have to save all the games, you use this folder, and I use this folder and allow it. And there's a from firmware you select in PS3 firmware like font, and there is a GPU driver. This setting will be later, and this now our setup is finished. And you seeing there's a no game are here because I have a PKG game. You click a three dot and install the PKG. There's a one by one, there's all games are PKG one by one. I click it and select all games, and there's all game are here. Now we will go to a setting, select a core, and using a PPU thread increase a 8. Now we'll go to back, and using a video, select a video, and the resolution will be low like 720 and into 480. And scroll down using a MSAA, click it and disable it. And there's a shader precision, select a low, and scroll down using stress to display area, click it and deselect strict rendering mode. Now scroll down using a resolution scale, you select it 50 to 60 between. I selected 54, and now scroll down using a performance overlay, enable it. There's for a performance using, and I will increase the font size because the performance be seeing a clear. Now back, scroll down, you go to a Vulkan, and there's a adapter. Click to adapter and select the adapter in your system, in our system, and using a use custom driver. Choose a custom driver if you have a Snapdragon processor, and if you have a Mali GPU or Exynos GPU, they didn't work for you. And if you have Snapdragon, there's work for you. Okay, and select it custom driver force max clock. Okay, now the Vulkan setting is done, and overall all setting is done. Sonic CD is working very fine. The FPS will go to a 60 FPS. It's really impressive. But if you have a low-end device like 4GB RAM, the work also well. Sometimes it doesn't working, but in APS3 4GB RAM and Mali GPU, it's working very well. You go and try it, and there's no glitches are here, and overall it's a good. Now we will check a second game. The game name is called Raymond, and the FPS will goes to a 60 FPS plus, and there's a not a drop, and the game is working very well. But if you have a 4GB RAM, the game is not working in your phone. But if you have a 8GB RAM, it's working in your mobile very fine, but there's a no guarantee it's working in your mobile like if you have a 8GB RAM. And now in my device the game is working well, and there's no so much glitches, no graphical issue, and no shuttering issue. The working is clear, the game is working very well. Now we will play a Grand Theft Auto 5 in our mobile, but there is some issue. Using a running unencrypted game is not support at this time. Maybe GT5 PKG is not working in APS3 emulator. In next time we will check a ISO file. Now next game test is a Naruto Shippuden Storm 3, and this is working fine, but the FPS sometime it's stuck, and sometime it's so much glitches. But there's a no stuttering issues and no graphical issue are here, but the game laggy so much and not so much clarity in here. That's why I doesn't like it. Now we open a God of War, but there is a using a white screen. Now we will go to a setting, and there's a write buffer and read buffer, enable it. Now again we'll check, but there's a no any different are here, and game is similar as previous. Now you seeing game is working well, the FPS is 6 and 7, but there's a wide buffering issue here. That's why this not so much playable, but maybe in your device working good, or maybe there's a driver not supported. But there's a next game is Dragon Ball. It's a working fine and working well. If you have a 8 GB RAM, also working well. There's some game not working in a PS3 emulator, but in sometime updates there's a working very well. Okay, that's it today video. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and if you have some question, to DM me in a telegram. You seeing a left right video, go and watch out. Bye bye.